Coffee. All right. I've been procrastinating. Let's eat. Oh, this stupid. Let's see. That would be. Tripod. Power. Always more power. All right, what's in here? Breakfast sandwich. Left it in the napkin a little too long. Tasty. Jimmy Dean, $4.40. Nothing much. Looking at everybody on the right on the internet losing their minds. Oh my God. I don't know, stuff around here maybe. I haven't done a lot today. Fell into the rabbit hole of the phone. Oh, hello there, LOL. Thank you. Hungry. Your last time, Susan? Susan, you're not doing well, Susan? Everybody say a prayer for Susan. She's having severe medical issues, life issues. Well, Susan, I wish you peace to you and your family. I don't know what else can be said. We all have our struggles. Some are insurmountable. Others, we just plod along. I was just on another platform looking at a group, a posting from a group from a neighborhood. This neighborhood is very white and pretty damn bigoted. And every time I open that page, it's just disheartening how vile they are to the rest of humanity. Yes, Susan, I was afraid of that. I wish I could give you a big hug, Susan. I hope you have your friends and family near, and not much else can be said for things like this. I mean, I just lost my sister. There was nothing to be done for her. Once she showed up back on the radar, we found out she had serious cancer. So be with your family and friends, Susan. Make the best of your time. You're always welcome here, though. Know that. I was born in 1592. I've gone to 3 memorial services, and a total of 7 people have passed away out of my life in the last few months. All from ages as early as 28 to in their 70s. Excuse me. That went down the wrong pipe. Wow. Talking and eating and drinking at the same time. Not good. I think that went up my nose. Ugh. Excuse me. Hello, Carl. Oh, it's nasty. Man, the hate I've seen on the internet in the last day or two since Biden dropped out is just unbelievably ramped up. Hey, Ice. People are ugly. Wonder where the cat is. I think he's outside. I don't know. Well, Secret Service director resigned, and I think she should have. I mean, it's abysmal that this thing happened. Yes, Fredo was MIA. Oh my God, I've kind of forgotten about Fredo. I need to remedy that. Oh, I was never in the Air Force. I was never in the service. I did work on some military bases and government facilities, but I can't tell you. Absolutely. Hello. But the best is all these people that invested in anti-Biden clothing and hats and stuff, because now nobody's going to buy it. Just awesome. Thank you. I've been told I'm cute a couple times in life. But then the one girlfriend said, but cute only gets you so far. We don't need you guys for babies anymore. Oh. She became an OBGYN. No. None that I know of. This place would be cleaner if I had a wife, probably. Might not be, but probably. Oh, where's that? Oh, that's funny. What's my phone number? Oh, This is a great meme right here. That's a great meme. Oh my. They're just losing their minds over on the right. Oh, what is that? Oh, I gotta fix some of that. I have not fixed my links in a while. Bulldog, hello. I'm surviving, that's all. No, I don't think your friend is old enough to have my number. I don't think you're old enough to even be here. I don't think somebody your age should be on YouTube. How's that? Message held for review. Okay, we can't say that, Bulldog. We try to be polite here. Okay, that was your message that was hidden. We got to be polite. That'll get you blocked or timed out if you use language like that. Fair warning. Anyway. Oh, that's what I was going to look at. Oh, crossed over 900,000 views all time. Closing in on that first million. She's 63. I don't know. I looked at your channel for a second. You look pretty young. I can't tell age anymore. There's some pretty young people that have come on the channel here, and I don't think they should be on YouTube. 16 is old enough. Yep, over 7,000 subscribers. The fire video the other night picked up like another 150. It's a trap. uh, yes, it is a great mitzvah to try to be positive and at least happy a little bit, yes. No, I don't just give my digits out. She'd have to figure out how to contact me herself. Waiting in a van to take my wallet. There's nothing in the wallet, so. uh, Message held for review. Oh, they hid that one, but we can let that one come through. Yeah, first of all, never give your email address or your last name or your phone number over the internet, okay? I have been stalked by crazy people on a previous platform, on two previous platforms, and even had to I had to dox somebody so I could figure out who they were, where they lived, and I shut them up real fast. Um, so yeah, be very careful what you share over the internet. You know, locations, things you do. There's too many freaks out here nowadays. Too many people just wanting to cause trouble. When you're 25 and look 15, and all the 12 and 13-year-olds are checking you out because they think you're 15. Oh, yeah, there's a danger. Sure, Ice. Yeah, there's all kinds of things that can get you in trouble. I mean, we're not perfect, we're human. Well, if you know how to use YouTube, you could figure out how she could send me a message somewhere else. So that's all I'm going to tell you. Related, yeah, that's that ain't gonna happen. I ain't marrying anybody. They can take care of me, but I ain't getting married. I might, but I doubt it. I'll just live with like I have before. Excuse me. I have to clear my throat. Oh, that was funky. That was funky. When I gagged before, that was the rest of it. I don't think YouTube ever had DMs. But, if you know how to figure things out, you can easily find some other ways to contact me. I mean, I just posted one of them, but I'm not going to educate you how to do everything. Anyway, I should get going. Got funky weather now. It's been raining a little. DM with a dude. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look that one up. I don't remember anything like that. What's the weather doing here? No, it's just in a basket still. I'd have to empty drawers to put the clothes away. And I should probably go through some of those drawers, quite honestly. There's clothes in there from probably the 1600s. True antique clothing. What's the weather doing here? Well, there's definitely T-shirts in those drawers that I can't wear anymore, but I'm saving them for sentimental value because of the what's on the T-shirt. One of the coolest things I found somebody did to save the cool artwork or whatever on old T-shirts, cut them up and have them made into a quilt. I thought that was very cool. I'd have to pay somebody to do that because I'm not going to make a quilt. No, we don't have any more rain really. That was just some thunder showers passing through, some pop-up storms. Yeah, I'm smaller now. What's this radar doing here? Yeah, just nothing really passing through. Little bits and pieces of stuff. Pop-up storms. Klingon, hello. Yeah, the quilt I thought was a great way to save them, because you could hang the quilt then on a wall, even like a tapestry, or it, I thought it was a very cool way to. How do we get back to the beginning here? Joseph. Oh, you're in Cali. Yeah. Hey, Errol. Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. Uh, Back-to-back mudslides kill 150 people. Oy vey. Yeah, and at Yellowstone, they had a geyser really blow up, scare a bunch of people. It really erupted big time. There's video. Uh, got a big typhoon in the China Sea area above Philippines. Um, I think that's the China Sea area. It's going to go right over Taiwan and into mainland China. Typhoon Gamai. Thank you, Big M. Sketch. A little bit. Laundry is crazy work, man. I mean, the last time I did laundry, I took like 10 baskets of clothing. And that took hours with another person to help. I mean, like 4 or 5 hours. Ridiculous amount of time. But that's what happens when you don't have your own machine. All right. Anyway, too many clothing. Endless piles of jeans, and a million T-shirts. That's where the majority of it is: T-shirts and jeans. And dress shirts. No, yeah, don't have that many decent slacks. I need to buy some new pants, really. Need to buy some new jeans that fit, and some slacks, some pants, and I need to throw a lot of clothing out. There's a lot of suits upstairs that, oh, there might be a few I could wear, but when am I going to wear a suit again? Very, very rare possibilities, you know. And a bunch of them are brand new, if I remember. My buddy used to buy and sell dress clothing, so he gave me a bunch of them the one day. They've been up there for 30 or 40 years. Ridiculously long time. I need to get that stuff out of here so I get the closet space back. It's humid and muggy now that this rain came through. It's hot today. What the temperature? 76 now, but it was hotter. Can't go back in time to look at the temperature. It was hotter. And it was 85 today. Yeah, Putty Cat. I don't even do that anymore. I mean, we've gotten obviously a lot more relaxed in the last 30 or 40 years. Can't believe all these bogus reports that were, saying Biden was dead. Oh my God, people are just evil, spreading any kind of, filthy thought in their head. He's heading back to D.C. I mean, I think he's already in D.C. by now. But at least he got rested up after getting COVID again. I've got a few friends that have had COVID multiple times. It seems to take a toll on them, even every time it takes a bigger toll. 109. Woo! Where are you at, Pat? Coolest car? Oh, that probably was my 65 Dodge Coronet 500. I gotta put some pictures in my phone so I can show you guys. I don't have many pictures of that car. I just saw one the other day. Where was that? I just saw one the other day. Just going through stuff. Central. Oh yeah. Oh, did you? That's right. Were you the one who telling me you were between? Yeah, Modesto and Sacramento or whatever. Hey, Linda. Oh my, Linda. Yeah, there's been all kinds of nonsense out there. I mean, people are just. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what that was. Well, I drove some 60s. I've told the story about the one we borrowed from my buddy Ricky Mullins. We were teenagers, and we were bad, wild teenagers. So you could start those cars without a key. So we might have had the key even, but I think we stole. I don't know. I don't remember. But we took that car and joyrided around all over the west side of Cleveland. It was like a '66 sedan Mustang, just a six-cylinder, I think. But I think it was a stick shift. I don't remember. But we were bad. The hood flew open at one time and smacked into the window. We had to fold it back. Then I blew the drive shaft. I blew a universal joint out in Brook Park, Ohio, and and it got the car to a gas station, and we were there. The guy let us kind of work on the car there, and took us hours to fix the damn thing. We got it put back together and put the car back in the garage in some worse shape. We were wild, man. This is the kind of stuff we would do. Hey, SJ. Uh, the only Mustangs I owned were the '80s. The Mustang Gias, the little two-door weird ones they were making for a while. I had a bunch of those. My parents even owned one, I think, for a while. I think that's probably how I got the one. Then I bought one for 25 bucks once. That car was so much fun. I made my fastest trip from Cleveland to Philadelphia in that $25 Mustang. That would have been in probably like around 85. And so nowadays we got Easy Pass and stuff, right? But back then you'd have to get on and off two turnpikes, so that meant four stops, right? And one stop for fuel. And I made Cleveland to Philly, Center City, 450 miles in 6 hours. We were flying. Me and this other car raced all the way across PA. Oh, it was great. So average speed was 90. Actual speeds were well over much of the time. Kashish, it is 4:52 p.m. Eastern Time, United States, on the north coast of America. Welcome. Oh yes, the fire the other day. Oh yeah, there's nothing left but four walls. They're already demolishing it. Here, I can find some pictures. Um, there's pictures some people posted. Hold on, I got to go to another place here. It was one of those moments. I was driving back and forth to Philly every weekend, back down for the girlfriend, and it was one of those great. I had lots of fantastic high-speed drives across different parts of the country in my life. That was a great one. Okay, let's see here. I need to go to the Fire Buff page. Okay, well, that's a nice fire truck. Okay, here's the pictures. Oh, come on, what's going on here? Just all right. So you can see out here in the front, this is the sidewalk. It's not a very big building. It wasn't very deep because this is the parking lot in back where I was. There's the alley in the back where I was later in the video. And here's another farther away shot showing you the building. It's not a very big building, but it just got into that roof ceiling space and just went across all the storefronts and just went off spectacularly. Yeah, I don't know. So if any of you people follow big time wrestling, um, the pizza shop, the restaurant was called Gargano's. It's been there 50 years. The father, that's been his life for 50 years. He's 82. The son is Johnny, I think it's Johnny Gargano. He's a WWE wrestler. Um, so, yeah, Cleveland's got a couple pretty big time wrestlers. We got this guy Johnny Gargano I didn't know about, and then there's the other guy. I know his father, the Miz. Uh, he's gotten into filmmaking and stuff even. Hey, Matt. Kashish, it's just another day in America. No, they'll never know how it started. Nobody was in there when it happened, so who knows? It was so far along. There's nothing left to check. you know, Maybe they have some insurance. Maybe they'll be able to claim it and get at least some money. You know, who knows? Of course, people were speculating that it was uh, evil corporate people burning out the neighborhood so they could build something. Of course, there's always those speculations. Gargano, yeah, I didn't know about Gargano. Joe Gargano or Johnny Gargano? I forget now. But yeah, I know the Miz's father. I know George. And actually, I know his mother. Sorry, I went to school with the mother. Um, they're divorced. Um, oh, well, yeah, I don't follow any of that. Johnny Gargano, yeah. Oh, Gracie's. I don't know. That's the other side of the city, so probably not. Maybe, but who knows? Uh, who knows? Sometimes the restaurant world, a lot of people know each other. Michael Gregory, yeah, Ms. Aaron, yep, yep. I know George and Barb, mom and pop. Oh, in fact, I got George's phone number. Oh, I gotta watch that video yet. I keep getting distracted. I was starting to watch a tech video about keeping your contacts safe in your devices. The Outsiders, Sonny Geraci's family. Yeah, I kind of do, I think. Just know the name, maybe. Yep, yep. Yeah, he's done very well. He's gotten into some films. Um, he's a very personable guy. Uh, Way better looking than his father. Ugh. Oh, time won't let me. Oh, yes. Oh, The Outsiders. Okay, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, Sonny Geraci. Right, right, right. I should know that, yeah. Uh, well, this has been a quiet live stream, which is nice. Not too many rabble rousers. It's interesting because usually in the middle of the day I get some pretty big numbers of people through here, but that's fine. I get tired of that. Yeah, he's done pretty good. Dad did pretty good locally as a small business guy here in town. That's not chump change. So make sure you have some kids, get them educated, support what they do. Maybe they'll be able to give you some money. I didn't do that. Anybody want to adopt me? Uh, hey, USMC. Not there right now. Um, I was just cutting those barrels up the other night. I went back later to finish cutting them up. Still crazy how long it seemed to take. I still need to take them to a should take them to a car wash and rinse them out at a car wash. It would just go so quick. At Ball State. Yeah, higher education has gotten really ridiculously expensive. You know, other countries haven't figured out better. This country's just gotten greedy, sort of. Uh, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to unfriend or block a few people on some other platforms. I'm just gonna keep getting myself infuriated with their nasty right wing posts. Somebody posted, this one woman who grew up with my sister just started posting wild stuff. It's like, okay, so you're a bigot. I get it. Rebel. Oh, that's funny. I love looking definitions up. Uh, uh, stuck in your head. It's a good song though. What was that song again? It was where was it? Oh yeah, Time Will Let Me Die. I remember playing that on jukeboxes, I think. It's a good tune. I would play it for you guys, but I'd get a copyright strike. Cursed YouTube. Yeah, that building burned up good. Not a thing left in there. So that means, they any memories the guy had in there from 50 years of being in that same building, his office, all that kind of stuff just gone. Just gone. And then let's see. I want to see what's going on with the Youngstown building. There's got to be some video out there. That building I worked on that they have to tear down. Let's see here. I really should go down to Youngstown and look at it. It's so sad, man. All these people had to walk away from everything after this explosion. They lost everything in their apartments except a suitcase worth of stuff that the firemen were able to go back and get.
A lot of questions. And a lot of these questions I can't answer. All right, for many people, the workday's over, now past 6 o'clock too. Looks like the crane has stopped at the Realty Building. They've done a lot of demolition this work. You can see what's been progressed there. The demo started 1 week ago. Plenty of work remains to be done. In fact, today, Youngstown Mayor Cheeto Brown admitted he's watching the progress of the demolition.
I have a lot of questions, and a lot of these questions I can't answer the way that I like to.
And Mayor Brown says he's getting assurances the demolition is on schedule to allow surrounding homes and businesses to reopen next month. Saw the crane there move before we left that shot. Now, reopening would include reopening International Towers and even moving back the zone, which is off limits around the Realty Building. Both have been in place since the May explosion. First News senior reporter Jerry Ricciuti also shares the mayor's idea for the future of the downtown area.
As work continues demolishing the damaged Realty Building downtown, Youngstown's mayor says he's getting assurances the work is on schedule. Still,
and I'm like, that doesn't look like a lot of progress.
It's been more than 7 weeks now since residents of the building were forced out with little more than the clothes on their backs. Only recently was the fire chief and a handful of others able to go back inside to remove a fraction of their belongings. Today, the mayor sympathized with what the residents have gone through.
What would we want? What would we take? And my heart goes out because we could not decide.
The mayor says he's relying on the building's owners and contractor when they tell him the plan is still to have the structure's top 9 floors removed early next month to allow the neighboring International Towers to reopen, along with the DoubleTree Hotel across the street. The mayor says the downtown area has endured a lot, from the COVID pandemic to the ongoing road construction and now the explosion, all of which caused a lot more pain than he anticipated.
If I had to do this again and I knew that this was going to be the pain, I would probably think of different.
While we wait for that eventual reopening, the mayor says he's working with the Regional Chamber Foundation to provide financial support for struggling downtown businesses.
But also we're looking at the long term. What's our downtown going to look like in the next 6 to 8 weeks, the 6 to 8 years?
For now, he's hoping to see this portion of West Federal Street finished around the same time the other side of Central Square reopens, saying he wants to avoid closing any other streets downtown until that work is done. In Youngstown, Jerry Ricciuti, WKBN 27 First News.
Hi everyone, I'm Lindsay Watson. Thanks for watching the WKBN 27.
That's so sad, man. I worked on that building when it was rehabilitated from office space into apartments. It was the first building in downtown Youngstown to do that. And it was a tough building to change to residential. Very tough project. And all because some stupid guy cut a gas line. That building is coming down. The downtown's been interrupted for, almost 2 months now. The building next door, the senior building, has been vacated. 160 people, 160 apartments vacated. The hotel across the street. What a nightmare, because some idiot cut into a pipe. He didn't know what he was doing. Then you're out of there. Yeah, everybody should have a go bag. And if you don't know what a go bag is, go on the internet and type in go bag. If you live in a hurricane zone or somewhere like that, especially, go bags, forest fire zone, wildfire zone out west in the south, people know what a go bag is. It's a backpack, a duffel bag, especially if you live, say, in fire zones, but it's going to have some water in it. It's going to have some, maybe some energy bars. It's going to have valuable stuff that you can throw into it really quick. If it's not already there, you can grab within seconds. You know what you're going to put in the go bag. The go bag could have all kinds of other safety and necessary needs. You might need medication. But go look up what a go bag is. It's not a bad idea for anyone. You know, you never know when you're going to have to vacate your space for some reason. Yeah, I don't know how many. I'm trying to remember how many apartments were in the Realty Building, but there probably had to be. I can't remember the floors. Not very big. Maybe 60, 70 units or something like that. But all those people lost everything. You know, everything. Change of underwear. Not a bad idea. I've got clean undies now. I could do that. Socks, maybe a couple pair of socks, even, you know. Rain gear, you know, whatever you might need, you know. Uh, First aid stuff, you know. Uh, Passwords, you know, if you don't have passwords in your phone and stuff like that, you know, a battery bank, you know, a spare battery so you can run your stuff, your devices. Spare batteries are very reasonable now. There's no reason everybody shouldn't have one. You know, charging cords, there's all these things. You know, there's lists. There's go bag lists out there you can look up. Best thing to do would be to print it out, modify it for your own means. I should get motivated to do something here. Like cut my hair. I guess I didn't know, Linda, that they're boring a whole nother set of tunnels under the what is it the Baltimore Harbor or whatever? I sent you a link. I didn't realize they were doing that. And they lost 9 months because they hit this crazy old ship anchor down in the muck. That's crazy. Yeah, unforeseen circumstances. Oh. Oh. Anyway, time is at 5. I should do something here. What station is this? Oh yeah, there was a plane crash over near Youngstown yesterday or whatever. Plane crash up in Youngstown, New York also. 26-year-old woman. Always under construction, yeah. Yeah, it takes a long time to build a tunnel, that's for sure. Now they lost almost a year because of this problem they ran into. Literally ran into. Infrastructure is tough to do, you know. You know, just the so like one of these memes someone I know posted about J.D. Vance and Kamala Harris. They show a picture of him in his Marine uniform, how J.D. started, and then it shows a picture of Kamala next to Montel Williams and says something rude there, how, or maybe just how she started. It's like, what does that have to do with each other? You know, I mean, she was already a lawyer, in that picture. JD was just a guy, 20-year-old guy in the military as a combat correspondent. I don't even think he was a lawyer at that point. She had dated Montel for a year. What is that? It's just this rude stuff that people put out there. I chewed her out. I'm like, what are you saying here? Oh my God. Well, yeah, that too, Linda. COVID, supply chain, workers. We lost 1 million people from the job workforce in America. They say like 500,000 of them died, and the other half just left the jobs they were in or retired or whatever. Hello from Kenya. Hello. So anyway. Oh, yes, the Boxers of Youngstown, Ohio.
Most people are familiar with Youngstown boxers Ray Boom Boom Mancini and Kelly Pavlik, but you may be surprised to find out how far back the city's history with the sport goes and how many of its residents left their mark on it.
From 1891 up to present day, every
Ray Boom Boom Mancini. Haven't heard that name in a long time. I need a sugar mama first. It's so sad, man. That building has to be torn down. What a mess. What a mess. I should go down to Youngstown. I can't afford the gas to drive down there, though, and the vehicle I borrowed would cost a fortune. I would really like to go down. It depends how bad it is. You may get blocked. It's got to be decent. It can be a bad joke, but it can't be a bad joke. Hey, Baba. 6 more workmen on the Key Bridge, yeah. Well, you can tell. You can tell it. We have to be decent here. We have people of all ages. So I guess Joe's back in D.C., right, Baba? He's not dead. Oh my God, the amount of crap spread about him in the last 2 days. Jesus. Oh, here, if you've never seen this video of I'm going to show you the building I just showed you that's getting demolished. It's getting demolished because they had a gas leak in the basement. A handyman, some guy who was not qualified. I don't know what he was doing, if he worked for the building or he was with the foundation contractor, because they were working on the foundation of the building. It had issues. So they were working in the basements on the foundation. And this dude, oh yeah, Bober, oh my God, yeah. This dude was cutting into a pipe coming through the wall from the street. Turns out it was a high pressure gas line. That's what caused this building to blow up. When he cut into it, the gas came hissing out, screaming, So they all run out of the basement. They pulled the fire alarm, which was smart. It got people out of the building. Gas filled the building, filled the elevator shafts, finally blew up after a couple minutes only. Got an ignition source and blew up. Blew the whole first floor of the building out. two sides of the building that were all glass. Blew it out. It was a Chase Bank. Killed one guy. They found him under the rubble. But it went up the elevator shafts. And check this video out. This came out a few days after the initial videos that were shown from the street cameras, from the security cameras. Hold on, I got to get back into this device. Oh, come on. I just had it up here. So I worked in this building, and it was like, wow, to see this. Where's the video I just had? Oh, freaking dang thing closed up. Oh, come on back. I hate that. I lost it. Come on. Oh, this phone's really slow today. Oh, come on. Just can't get this thing to do anything now. Terrible connection. Oh yeah. Boebert was professing that Biden was dead. I want to see Biden by 5 p.m. or I'm gonna yell louder. Oh my God, these people. Hey, Paul. Sounds like a movie. Oh, go look up the Realty Building explosion in Youngstown, Ohio on YouTube. You can find all kinds of video. Oh, come on, phone. I had this video. Now it's all locked up. It won't do anything. Yeah, there were one or two building security cameras that caught footage of it blowing up. A dead guy. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that, Linda. I've been to the Mustang Ranch. Oh, this thing won't open. Come on. Oh, this is terrible. Yeah, she would spout more hate. Yeah, she's just evil, vile people, man. I mean, it's like... All right, there we go. Okay, go back to the search. Realty Building. Where's the video of the... There it is. Yeah, they brought the NTSB in for this building explosion. Watch this again. So this is a compilation video. They interviewed that woman and her kid. She left like 3 minutes before this blew up. But she was smart. She grabbed stuff. She went down the steps like she's always been taught. And then they spliced this together. And then you see the damn overpressure from the explosion just blow the wall off the elevators. the amount of damage inside this building has to be unbelievable. You know, it was not fixable. Um, you know, firemen can turn the elevators on and use them, but that's only under their control. But you know, that was that was vivid. I don't know, Linda. I got the story about the guy who cut this from my buddy who still did some, just recently did some work on the fire alarm. The fire alarm had been damaged like within the last year, not long ago. A large pipe broke and flooded out all of the alarm equipment. So they had to replace it all. Well, my buddy also said they haven't been paid. Um, and I started to put the original fire alarm in the building when it was getting rehabbed. Um, and the, uh, so they got the alarm working again. Apparently, though, I think he told me this, the landlord, I'm not sure I should say this. The landlord hadn't been doing, now the alarm was working, but if it hadn't been fixed, it wouldn't have been working. So think about that. Those people wouldn't have got out. The alarm, I'm told, was not properly inspected for years. Now that's the landlord's responsibility to inspect the fire, have the fire alarm inspected annually by a licensed contractor. And I'm told he was not inspected regularly. Now that had nothing to do with this explosion, but when the fire department, I think, showed up when this pipe broke, they found out that the fire alarm wasn't operating properly. So they demanded that it get repaired. Well, luckily it got repaired and it worked when these guys flew out of the basement and pulled the fire pull station as they left the building. And that luckily got the people out of the building, um, at least upstairs, you know. Um, Unfortunately, the bank people didn't leave. They should have just left. It's just freaking money, and it's not theirs. No, the state doesn't know. It's by the contractors. So the other thing that does happen in most cities, even small towns, somewhat like the buildings I do work around Cleveland, the fire department does annual fire inspections. That's not the fire. It's not testing the fire system. They do like uh, physical walk around inspections, looking at stairwells, do exit doors work, do emergency lights work, are stairwells clean and not have junk and debris in them. Um, they check basic things. They only look at some basic stuff in the walk around fire inspections. Like if they walk into a small store and they see extension cords powering a bunch of stuff, they'll chew you out for doing that. They look for those kind of hazards. These things like that. They look for stuff piled up in wrong places in buildings. Stuff like that, flammable items, or maybe they stumble upon you storing gasoline inside the building or something like that. Um, can I make the story any more boring? Yeah. Um, you have the power. That clever name. You have the power. You can just turn the channel. Anyway, Alpha, hello. So yeah, um, a fire alarm inspection. So a big building like that will have two inspections for the fire systems. It'll have a fire alarm inspection and it'll have a sprinkler test system. And I know how to do them both. I know what is involved in both of them. They take a lot of time. You have to test and check every device. Like if every device in the building, like every strobe detector, strobe alarm, you have to, check each one that it flashes. You have to check like this building was um, voice enunciation. So depending on the kind of fire in a tall building, the fire alarm will tell the adjacent if the device gets tripped on, like, say, the fifth floor, it would immediately usually tell the fifth floor, the sixth floor, and the fourth floor to evacuate. It'll have different messages for different events, especially in really tall buildings. Um, uh, you know, Sprinkler systems. You'll test the fire pumps. Usually, there's a fire pump in the basement that runs a big pump that'll push the water through the building. They'll have to test the flow of the fire system outside, how much water it can pump. Uh, you you test all the safety switches that trigger different alarms into the fire alarm from the sprinkler system. A good building test, like my buddies, would take one or two. It really takes two people. Could take half a day or more to get to all the devices. You'll check every smoke detector. You'll look at everything. In England, yeah. Well, people, obviously Youngstown wasn't catching that this thing wasn't being inspected. I mean, I've seen it here in Cleveland. Landlords are cheap. If landlords can get away with it, they will until they're caught. Happens all the time. So I have no trouble. I've made phone calls to city building departments or fire departments when I've been somewhere, even out of state, and I see something really wrong. I've made a phone call. You know, I've made a phone call. You don't have to give your name or anything. Make the phone call. You know. Uh, so yeah, it can slip through the cracks. Because every city doesn't have good automated records that will say it'll spit out a report every month saying these are the people we haven't heard from in a year or stuff like that. So, you know, uh, Cleveland's records apparently are not in great shape. For example, this is a big city. Youngstown's a pretty big city. Um, Emergency doors. Oh yeah. Oh well. There's epic, epic, epic reasons in the fire and building and life safety codes because of exit doors. You've got epic disasters. The Triangle Shirtwaist Building in New York City. That epic fire. Um, uh, um, I think the Collinwood School here on the east side, which is one of the worst school fires in America, had exit issues. But there's endless, fire codes, life safety and building codes, electrical codes are all built on somebody's blood. Those four different codes are all built on something that went wrong. You know, plumbers don't usually drown, so there's not a lot in the plumbing code that has killed people. Drywall, structural engineers, and you got people don't realize all codes are a minimum. They are whatever has been determined to be a safe minimum. You can always build and design better. You can spend more money, but people don't typically. So, you know, I, you know, so yeah, Yeah, fire doors. Oh my God, yeah. And a fire door, a fire exit door, can only have one means of opening it. Okay. Hey, Snow Bunny. Yeah. So when you get to an exit door, you can't have to do two things to get through it. It can only be one action to get through the door. Now, like in certain places, you can have these electronic doors that are locked, like the back doors at Home Depot or something, and you push on it, and as long as you keep pushing for 15, or it usually says 15 or 30 seconds, it will release. That is allowed in the codes. It's got to be labeled and all that. Nursing homes do it a lot to keep patients from, rambling away, things like that. Um, but yeah, I've worked in my life. I have worked for all kinds of high-rise buildings, hotels, nursing homes, hospitals, 20-story apartment buildings, giant department stores, factories. Um, you know, if you take fire safety seriously, then you take it seriously. You know, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Call somebody out on it if you see something wrong. Um, you know, oh, I still got coffee. What am I? I'm slacking. Well, Linda, you know, people are landlords are cheap. I've worked for so many landlords that are just jerks. They'll just blow it off for whatever reason. Some get it, you know. I mean, that's leadership. It comes through whatever the organization is. Um, I've worked for some great groups of people and worked for some complete jackasses. Now, for example, say you've got um, a department store type building, a place that has high value, and nobody's in there at night. You are allowed after hours to secure those fire doors with locks and bars. You are allowed to do that, but they have to be removed during the open hours. And sometimes you'll see a sign on a door inside a building saying, this door must be unlocked during, certain hours or whatever. Or, you're allowed to do that to make the place more secure at night. Um, uh, but, uh, yeah. Bad in England. Yeah, I see some videos, Paul. I've seen some. I mean, it happens everywhere. People, they don't want to spend money. They're, uh, and yeah, it can be expensive to do things or be just a decent human being. Uh, you know, I mean that happens everywhere. I think. Oh, hello, Wayne. Hello from London. Paul's from the UK, right above you there. Yeah. Well, a lot of landlords just they want just to get as much money out of something that they can. You know. Maz, hello. Uh, all right, I haven't done anything productive today. not sure moving 2 postcards from where they don't need to be to where they do need to be was productive. That's right. Paul's in Stockport. You're down. You're down low, right? Low in England, if I remember. I think, or was that the other electrical guy that I used to see and hear? I can't remember. S.J. Electric, wasn't it? What was his name? I can't remember. I haven't seen him in a while. I forget, Paul. Are you an electrician? I can't remember. Can't remember. Fed up? No, just babbling. I'm always fed up. Oh. The biggest thing I'm fed up about my problems with my own life, but the other big thing is this horrific political nonsense going on here now. The vile hate amongst people. Uh, oh, you're Milkman. Okay, was the other guy S.J.? I can't remember. I haven't seen him in a while. And then I haven't seen Sean in here in a long time. Shawnee was from Liverpool. I just thought of that. I haven't seen him in a long time. Mark Hamill. May the force be with you. Muncie, Indiana. Somebody was just talking. Didn't I? Was I on here talking about Muncie the other day? There was something in. I remember looking up Muncie. Somebody was going to Muncie. Oh, somebody on here was going to a graduation in, I think it was Muncie. Got to look on the map again. Can't remember. I know Indiana pretty decent. Muncie, Indiana. Yeah, they were going to Muncie because it's northeast of Indy. Yeah, you've been around for a long time, Paul. Yeah, they're going to. Oh, I think is that it? Ball State University. Yeah, their daughter was graduating from Ball State. Oh, that was Pat Paulson, I think. Yeah, that was the Pat Paulson here. He was going overnight to go to the daughter's graduation walk. That's right. I don't think I've never been through Muncie. Oh, I'm next door. I'm on the North Coast. The North Coast, the great shores of Lake Erie, Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah, I've never been. I looked on the map. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I've ever crossed. I've been around a lot of the southern Indiana and just across the top. Because I worked in Crane, Indiana for 6 months once. We stayed in a dirt motel in Bedford, Indiana. And we were being in Bloomington, Indiana almost every night. Did this 90-mile triangle every day almost. It was wild. We were young. Oh, you're alumni too? Okay. Yeah. If you see a guy here, Pat Paulson, his daughter she took the school remotely, but she wanted to do the official walk for graduation. So they went there for the actual ceremony, which is cool. Uh, Yeah, I'd like. It's like Fort Wayne. I've wanted to get to Fort Wayne for years because of the railroad stuff up there. I've also never gotten to the Packard museum up north. Uh, so there's some stuff I want to still do in Indiana. Um, uh, used to get through Indianapolis a lot when I would go out west. Um, been there for a couple meetings over the decades years ago with a nonprofit. Um, I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, I used to go to the Street Machine Nationals. Were in Indianapolis a few times way back. Um, what else? Yeah. Hello, William. So yeah, never. Still a few places in Indiana I'd like to touch. 500, yep. I've been to the track, and I think the one year during the Street Machine Nationals, I don't remember if we did it or not. They were there was a partial event associated with the Nationals to drive around the track, and I don't remember if we did that or not. I can't focus on it in my head much. Hey, Nana. No, I have no plans, Nana. You know, I should be working. I shouldn't be here. I should be working my brains out on my problem. I keep procrastinating. I'm a last minute person always. I'm terrible. I don't know. I need to do something around here. Cleaning, probably sorting, moving stuff. Maybe go to the building, get those 5 barrels, take them to the car wash and rinse them out. There's the 3 of them got vinegar in them. That's, my God, 20% vinegar is crazy strong. Burn your nose right off. And the other 2 got olive oil. So I thought, I'll take them maybe to the car wash. I could spray them out pretty quicker than I could do it anywhere else. Because when you dump that vinegar, it's going to be pretty noxious. I don't really want to do it indoors, that's for sure. Anyway, we should get going here. What time is it? Almost 6. Oh, I still have a video. I've got one video I uploaded. I need to get it posted. Actual video. I just learned some new things about settings when you're posting new videos. And the only way you can address these settings is in YouTube Studio, which sometimes is hard to open up on the phone. It always wants to open up the mobile app, which does not have everything. You have to be in the desktop version of YouTube Studio to have its full functionality. And there's so much there, it's really better on a larger screen, like a tablet or a computer. There's so much there on the YouTube Studio platform. No, Wayne. No, just me and my supervisor. I don't know where he is today. Oh. Excuse me. All right. No, that will not help anything because I'm not the one in court with the house problem. It's too big of a story here, but it's my own fault, all of it. The only thing that gets me out of any of this is money at this point. Just getting the truck moved. I lost 4 days. I got horribly filthy, um, and it cost $400 for the tow. That's not money I really planned on spending. I did kind of plan on spending 200. I didn't think it would be 400. It's a lot of money. I still don't have the title for that truck, so I can't even scrap it properly. I can probably find somebody to take it, but without a title, it can be hard. Supervisor, yes, my four-legged furry friend. You can find a short video of him drinking some water if you go look at my shorts. William, well, did you see my garage demolition, or you knew? Did you see the whole garage issue I filmed for months that I streamed? It all stemmed from that. Having the garage torn down and removed, and then they came and looked at everything. Everything. Now you can go back to December and you can start to see videos of me cleaning out the garage and then it being demolished finally, and it's all my fault. I completely ignored something, and then I think this ugly neighbor behind me, this just unhappy human being, called the city, and that's what started more of the problems. He probably called originally, but it had been kind of, I forgot about it, quite honestly. And then it popped up out of nowhere, and I think it comes from him calling the city again. And the guy is so unhappy, he calls the fire department on the neighbors, he calls the police because they're loud. This guy, he's admitted to me that he hates noise, and we live in a very noisy neighborhood. The neighbor next door is cleaning out the yard behind his property now. It's been overgrown for decades because it was a city lot. Now that he can actually see through the fence, his fence, into that space, or vice versa, somebody could look into his yard, he put more wooden privacy fence on the inside. So now even I can't look in, nor can the neighbor over there look in. The guy is just an unhappy person. He's just grumpy. I found out he's not even renting out the other side of his house. Another neighbor told me this. He hasn't rented out the other side of his house for 3 years because he couldn't take the noise coming from the tenant. What a horribly unhappy, grumpy person. Oh my God. Hey, boy. Yeah, well, it's my own fault. I'm very bad about things, and my ADD causes a lot of it. It's horrible. When you live in a city, or somewhere close to people, you need to get along with your neighbors. You have to tolerate some stuff, and it goes two ways. You both want to tolerate some stuff from each other, so you're not messing with each other, right? You give them a little leeway on stuff, right? Well, we got newer neighbors living around here now that are different. They're younger, they have friends over, they party, they have a pool, they have this or that. They do different things. But he is just a grumpy old fart, and I got him on tape admitting it when he tried to get me to call the police and the councilman on another neighbor's kids because they were making noise. Oh my God. I says, I ain't backing you up on something I can't prove. I said, what you're going to make me, why would I call the police on them? They're not out there. You know, he goes, oh, they're out there at 6 in the morning jumping on the trampoline or something. I go, no, they're not. No, they're not. You know, I says, you want me to back you up? I might back you up if you have proof. You got to have proof. He says, take some video, take some photos with your phone. Oh, I have a flip phone. I don't know how to do that. I got it, Linda. I said, well, then buy a $30 camera. You can buy a camera for $30 that'll take video and pictures. Well, he just complained. He says, you want me to back you up with something? You get me proof. And that's when I got him to say that he hates noise, and I got him on tape. Oh my God. You know, this guy now walled his whole yard in so nobody can look. Even my cat can't go in his yard anymore, which is fine. I didn't like him going over there anyhow. I would always yell at Bandit when he would come back over the fence. I go, what are you doing over there? You know, I mean, the guy, yeah, I mean, you know, I haven't had words with this guy now in years. We used to at least be able to talk a little bit, but oh my God. You know, he is just a, and then when the other neighbor told me that he hasn't rented his place out for years because he couldn't take the noise. Oh, you know, oh my. You know, sell your damn house and move somewhere where it's quiet, truly quiet, you know. He could get a decent pile of money for that place. It's a double, very valuable. Oh my God. Oh my God, you know. But people will sit in a situation and just whine about the neighborhood because of whatever, you know. Well, like my kid I grew up with who lives a few blocks away. He's a former Cleveland cop, and he hates the neighborhood. He goes, look at what those people did to this neighborhood. Look at what they've done. And I'm not going to say what people. And I said to him a few things, that he kicked me out of his kitchen, kicked me out of the house. Now, we don't really talk. We are not friends anymore. I happened to stop over at his place a few years ago to ask him something, and he kicked me out. You know, he's another grumpy person, but he's living here because he owns the house that he grew up in. It's, you know, it's paid off. But would he move somewhere where it's, you know, better? You know. Oh, I need to put a camera on the cat. I've thought about that. You know. You know. Unhappy people, lots of them out there. Bandit live on YouTube would be cool. That would be so awesome. If I could do a little mesh network outside to catch the camera as it goes all over the neighborhood, that would be awesome. Elizabeth. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know who did it. Some neighbor around here put a flea collar on him like a few months ago. As they come home with a flea collar. I'm like, what? And I left it on him for a little because I need to buy flea medicine for him, definitely, but that stuff is crazy expensive. And I left it on for a little, but then I'm like, okay, I'm taking this off. I took it off. It had burned marks in his neck because it was, you know, rubbing. Even though it seemed it was loose, it wasn't, that loose apparently, and it was making marks in his fur. It's like, who puts flea collars on random animals? I'm like, okay. Some cat XXX. No, he just gets in fights. That's his whole game, getting in fights. I'm just going to look something up here. Ball State University. What was I going to look up? Oh, yeah. Well, the neighbors on the one side, he used to cheat with them a lot. She would feed him, and he had water there, but he hasn't been going over there. She said, and it's probably because of the dogs. Um, so he hasn't been around there that much. Um, but yeah, he's got all these different people he cheats with. I think around the neighborhood, because he's friendly to people, not cats, not other cats. What's I gonna do here? Glitter. Going to the strip club? That's funny. That's funny. That really is. Oh, you're here, Pat. Hey, Pat. Um, yeah. Who's the guy here above us, Pat? Or were you here? Did you hear me talking? Um, who's the guy? Uh, what's his name here? Wayne. No, that's not him. Who was it? Who's the guy from Muncie, Indiana? Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill is a graduate of Ball State and lives in Muncie. You're in no hurry. Pretty flat, huh? Was it a good uh, was it a good ceremony and all that? Yeah, it's not a big town. I mean, I'm assuming you flew into Indianapolis. Let's see. 62,000 people in Muncie. Yeah, okay. I always like looking up Wikipedia articles on places, get the references for the population, for the area, size of the space. Yeah, it was a very big Indian area back in the day. The Lenape, Delaware people, led by Buckung Monongalis arrived in the area in the 1790s. Muncie Town. Oh my, yes, it did save you money. Yes. I mean, Muncie's a cool little town. It's got stuff. It's got, it's the kind of cool place that I'd like to visit for a few days. Walk around, find some cool places to eat, learn some history. Like Fort Wayne, I need to get to Fort Wayne for the train stuff that's there. I think I saw this video already. So when I'm scrolling randomly sometimes through YouTube, I go, I think I've seen this video. So I'll open it for a second. Come on, open up. Oh, come on. Let's see if I have a thumbs up. No, so I always give a thumbs up to every video that I watch on YouTube. That way, if I run it across it again, I know I've seen it. This is just must be similar to another one I watched about sealing stuff on your RV roof. That's some of the best stuff available on YouTube is knowledge, how to fix things, learn how to do things you don't know how to do, good reviews of stuff, and literally you can take all kinds of classes on YouTube. I mean, my friend is just doing nothing but taking classes, mostly tech-related stuff. Lots of good stuff on YouTube. Oh, shit. I didn't really see that till later in the day. Oh, 3 days ago. Oh, here's a new video. All right, Ice. Yes, it's late where you're at. 11 p.m. Or is it midnight? Sorry. Message held for review. Oh, I'm sure you do, Bob. Let's see here. Jesus, what is with people? So the local railroad, I guess, has some new, has a new locomotive.
222 is a daily turn job based out of Campbell Yard here in Cleveland. On June 18th, 2024, CSX Transportation would make a special run down to the Cuyahoga Valley Scenic Railroad to deliver 2 new locomotives onto the property. In this video, we will cover the interchange process, as well as taking a look at the beginning stages of CSX's installation of positive train control on the Cleveland subdivision. Thank you for watching, and without further ado, let's begin the video.
Cool. So if you like to watch some train stuff, this is some local stuff going on. I'll show it to you here, because you can always come back and look it up again. Northern Ohio rail fanning page. Special delivery. Cuyahoga Valley Scenic Railroad's new locomotives, and he shows them getting delivered into the valley, and some other work being done locally. Cool. Oh, I thought we had you blocked already, you dirtbag Bob. Bye. Jesus, what is with people? Thought I blocked him first. Guess I touched the wrong button.
She disappeared more than 87 years ago while flying over the Pacific Ocean.
It's the most fascinating story of the morning. After decades of searching for her plane, a group of explorers say that they finally know where Amelia Earhart landed. Let's get you out to our Matt Stewart. He is live at the Amelia Earhart Hangar Museum in Atchison, Kansas, with one of those explorers to tell us more. Matt, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, there's been some serious research going on. They think they had seen some stuff on the ocean floor, and they may have figured out where her plane is. This is like, finding out what really happened in Dallas with Kennedy. I mean, this is a big one. There's a couple videos here. The crazy conspiracies and speculations about Amelia Earhart only match the lunatics on the right in America.
Guys, yeah, this is fascinating. And just the fact that you can hear from these explorers this weekend, today and tomorrow, for free here in Atchison, Kansas, to learn more about what they did to find this plane. It was very similar to this plane, right? This is obviously a miniature, but it was a Lockheed Electra 10E. It's what Amelia Earhart was flying back in 1937 when she just disappeared, lost radio contact. So many theories as to what might have happened to her. Well, it appears that we might now know. Lloyd, come on over, Lloyd. Lloyd Romeo is the project manager of Deep Sea Vision. You guys went out for 80 days in the Pacific in that area where you believe she crashed. What did you find?
Well, we found a very promising target. We found something that we believe is it, So
I love it. I love it. Okay, so first of all, tell me, what's your guys' fascination with Amelia?
yeah, well, that it's a mystery that's been unsolved for, 87 years.
Oh, that'd be really cool if they found her plane. That would be pretty cool. Really, Linda? That's cool. Yeah, go. There's a bunch of videos here about this story. This is from Fox 4 News in Kansas City. It's a 10-minute story. And then there's a 6-minute story on TMZ. That's cool stuff, man. Oh, there's a million. Oh my God, there's do you ever remember there's a Star Trek episode, which Star Trek is it, where they had Amelia Earhart and her co-pilot. They had been captured by some aliens and were in stasis. There's been a million stories. They landed on, they got to an island and, were living with Aboriginal people. There's a million freaking crazy stories out there. Looks like they had a fatal aircraft crash at Oshkosh at the big show that's going on up there. Looks like an experimental airplane. That's sad. Alright, what's gonna crash on this video? Uh-oh. What's going on? Oh. Oh, look at all this traffic. What's... Oh, that was just lame. Fred Noonan, yes. Yeah, it was on, I think it was on Star Trek Voyager. I can't remember. They found all these different people that were in stasis on some, I forget if it was on a ship or a planet. This would be very cool if they found the plane. Whether they can bring it up, I don't know, because it may be in some really deep water. I have to listen to these stories. Could be in some really deep water. But to bring that plane up would be epic. Epic. And if they find the plane, I'm sure they could find the money to bring it up. Definite people that would sponsor that. It's probably maybe one of the most famous aircraft on the planet. That specific plane, that whole story.
We begin tonight in Niagara Falls with a problem that, despite state efforts, has persisted for almost a decade. Good evening, I'm Mary Ellis Demler.
And hello, everyone. I'm Scott Levin. The North Grand Island Bridge has been hit 31 times by vehicles in the past 10 years, and just last week, it was hit again.
So, what's being done to stop it? Tonight, 2 on your side's Andy Payton decided to find out.
It's a problem as old as trucks and bridges themselves. And in Niagara Falls,
Unfortunately, it's very common.
it's not getting
Oh,
any
it's a
better.
low
Typically
bridge.
get a call once every
Okay.
about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks.
Last week, this was the scene at the North Grand Island Bridge after a tractor trailer failed to clear the underpass and met its fate.
I have no... All these truckers that hit low bridges, I mean, this stuff is always marked. You can buy trucker-specific GPSs that have all the low bridge markings and has all the weight restrictions already in the GPS for you. But these guys still are just idiots, and they drive right into this stuff all the time and destroy their truck. Oh my gosh. So CSX, I mean, CVNR SR got 2 new locomotives. Nice. Sirens. Probably ambulance. Yep. All right. I'm going to turn the nightly news on since I'm still here. Oh yeah, Julia was she was a spy. She was a um, uh, what you call it? What's that word? It starts with an R. None that I really participate in much anymore. You know, I mean, photography has always been a thing, you know, but I never did a lot with it like I should have. I should be like categorizing and scanning all my photos into a computer and video. I've got a lot of video on digital stuff that needs to get into a computer. That is something that I should do, and then give it away to somebody at least. But I got too many other problems, and I'm sitting here instead of, you know, travel would be my biggest hobby. Um, Personally, don't do as much of any of these things that, you know, I used to be into. Radio, you know, yeah, amateur radio a little bit. Cars, of course, but I don't do much with cars anymore. Why would I preach that crap? You know, photography and video. I mean, I've been doing that since I was in high school, junior high. Ooh. Why would I vote? Why would I preach about a prick ass, misogynist, grifting punk? So, Wildcat, you're a bigot also? Is that it? You like to kick down on other groups of people? What makes you, what does that have to do with anything? That has nothing to do with anything. The guy is a grifter, an avowed racist, okay? He was taken to federal court by the Department of Justice. It was one of the biggest cases of anti-housing discrimination, him and his father. His university in New York State had to be shut down and closed. I'm not brainwashed. This stuff is documented. Don't you believe anything that's factual? His university had to be closed by the state of New York for grifting off of students, and he had to pay a $25 million fine. This is decades ago, dude. I mean, these things are old, way before he was, you know, into politics. Do you not understand any of this? Oh my God, another brainwashed turd here. So you're proud of somebody who talks about women the way he does? Give me a break. So show me how I'm brainwashed about his university being shut down. Show me. Show me where any of the products he himself was selling under his organization's name, like ties and sheets, were even made in America. They weren't. They were made overseas. He was not making jobs in America. He was making money for himself. That's it. That's it. That stuff was all made overseas. Show me how grifting off of students is acceptable. Show me some proof. Show me how his case against the DOJ had to bring against him and his father in federal court for housing discrimination. You're not answering anything. Answer with proof. Answer with facts. Answer with some facts, sir. Some evidence. Evidence. Dispute my claims with evidence. How would you dispute those? Jesus, what is with you people? I don't get how you're so ignorant. If you saw me convicted of something, would you not believe it? If you saw your neighbor convicted of something, wouldn't you not believe it? Why don't you believe these things? If you had all those documents down at Mar-a-Lago, would you not be in jail? Wouldn't I not be in jail? This is nonsense. What lies? These are factual things you can look up at millions of different ways. You can go to the federal courthouse papers and look them up, or the state of New York's papers and look them up. Do you think these are fake cases? We're not talking about innocent people. I'm asking you, why don't his university, like many of these private schools, got closed because they were doing nothing but grifting off of students and not giving them an education. His university was closed down before he was getting the flat out ignorance from people is astounding. Another person who refuses to actually come back with evidence of anything other than pounding his chest. How many people I try to have discussions with, and all you do is come back and pound your chest? That doesn't make you a patriot, okay? Come back with evidence. You don't come back with evidence ever. You start mocking and deflecting, but you don't come back with evidence. And I don't have to listen to that kind of nonsense. If you want to have a discussion, we can have discussions. But you don't come back with anything ever. Oops, nightly news. I do try to catch the nightly news if I'm here. A few minutes of it.
ABC News has learned tonight about selection of a running mate. Also tonight, President Biden back at the White House for the first time since coming down with COVID. Now set to address the nation from the Oval Office at prime time tomorrow night. We'll carry it live right here on ABC. And what we're learning about this already. Also breaking news 24 hours after her contentious hearing on Capitol Hill. Secret Service Director Kim Cheadle resigns. And just in tonight, what the Washington Post is first to report with regard to Donald Trump's rallies moving forward. The reported request from the Secret Service. The extraordinary images tonight, the very close call for visitors at Yellowstone National Park. What authorities are saying tonight. The storms this evening from Texas all the way up to Washington, D.C. to New York City. Ginger Z standing by with the forecast. Tonight, the chaos for Delta passengers continues. In some places, the airline now under federal investigation. The scare in the Northeast tonight, right off the East Coast, a whale leaping from the water, landing on a boat. The big news involving Celine Dion tonight. Will she make her comeback at the Olympics? And when? What we're hearing about this. And at the end tonight, the mother who gave her little girl her cell phone because she wanted to record treasures. But when mom looked at that phone, what she saw, what she heard, it's truly something. From ABC News World Headquarters in New York.
Yeah, that's right, Dylan.
Harris now the presumptive Democratic nominee for President
Anyway. You know, and I've tried to have these conversations with people in person about Trump, and they don't come back with anything. They come back with deflection, and it's like talking to a flat earther, Malcolm. The flat earthers will say, oh, well, it's the deflection of the refraction of the water and the molecules in the air, and that's why ships disappear out at sea, or just crazy talk. They're anti-science. I mean, it's like, what is all that? Ice cream, yeah. You got to be kidding me, right, Dylan? You're obviously new here. Why would I vote for a bigot, a racist, a liar, a cheat, a convicted felon, a civilly convicted rapist? I don't wish him any harm other than going to jail. Oh, it's all random, Wayne. Wayne, you're in the UK also, right? You're in London? So, yeah. It's all random. I go sometimes live midnight my time. I mean, it's all random. I mean, look at I don't have the timestamps on my videos. I kind of wish I did. But the other night, the fire, when I got to the fire, that was after 10 p.m. my time, Dinner? I don't know, JP. I have no idea. That's a little too early for that. Oh, hey, Willie. Oh, I needed to do laundry. I got some done. Well, you have to get those votes, Dylan. Yes, you have to get those delegates, basically. But the Electoral College should be gone, I think, personally. It was good maybe in its original form, but hundreds of years later, it's outmoded. Thank you, Wayne. You don't vote anymore. Well, that's sad because, like when my mother ran for school board, she lost by 33 votes. Your vote can matter, okay? Your vote can absolutely matter, and it should. Otherwise, I don't want to ever hear you talking about anything because you have no say in that dog hunt. You have no say. Well, I finished the 3 baskets of laundry that I took yesterday. Yeah, that's all. Gripe Globe. So when your school board does something you don't like, or you're a city councilman, that's your problem. Your taxes go up from the county and you have no say in it, then just shut up and take it.
I know you and the team have been reporting this out all day. Where does the search for a running mate stand tonight?
Don't listen to Gripe Globe, because that's all he's doing is griping. Like the crosswalk buttons. That's funny. That's pretty funny. That's funny. Uh, I always like looking at other people's channels and see if they actually have a channel. Well, they are not all the same, okay? I know some respectable politicians. My father was a respectable politician, but yes, power can change anyone. I agree with that. Absolutely. Influence is hard to deny. Um, yes, I just looked at yours, Malcolm. Uh, you know, um, there are good people out there, and it can be very hard to, you know, uh, follow your path sometimes politically. Look at Liz Cheney. She did the really right thing with the January 6th committee, and what did she do? She basically cut herself politically. She's one of the few people in this country I have some at a national level I have some respect for. So yeah, I mean, and politics in the last 30 years has gotten just so vitriol. It was never like that when my father was running campaigns or running for office. People were decent to each other. You know, now you got crazy stuff. You got people in Congress yesterday telling people you're full of shit, or um, uh, uh, you know, like or yesterday Lauren Boebert yesterday saying if President Biden doesn't show up by 5 o'clock, I'm going to yell louder. I want to see him. It's crazy what's out there now. I mean, come on. But yeah, the Secret Service director absolutely needed to resign. I mean, uh, oh, thank you, Malcolm. Boop, boop. Thank you, sir. Boop, boop. Thank you for that. Is that, I don't know all these. Is that a super sticker? I think that's a super sticker. I don't know. There's super chat, there's super stickers, and there's super thanks. I don't always know the difference. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Malcolm. I haven't had a beer in a while now, actually. Yeah, I've kind of, because I don't touch the buttons when I'm looking at many other live streams. I don't look at many other live streams. I watch lots of video. Um,
Please give us our space. And back to the news just coming in. The Secret Service urging the Trump campaign to stop holding outdoor rallies. The campaign does have several rallies planned in the coming days, but David, none are scheduled to be held outdoors.
Pierre Thomas live in Washington on this again tonight. Thank you, Pierre. Down to the extraordinary.
Interesting. Secret Service has warned the Trump organization to not hold outdoor rallies. Well, now that you've had one crazy person show up, it's definitely could promote more crazy people to show up. So it's sad. I mean, just sad. Yes, Malcolm, when you give on, so if you have an iPhone or a Android, when you buy, like on YouTube here, you buy super stickers or super chat money or however you pay, tip somebody. First of all, your phone company device, either Google or Apple, because of you're buying this stuff through those app stores. Those app stores take like 30%. And then YouTube takes like 15% or something. And so it trickles down to just a little over half to the creator. If you really want funds to go to somebody, you need to go like on my channel. You could go to my link tree in my bio, and in my link tree you'll find links to Venmo. I didn't want to do that. I hate when I do that all the time. Ugh. Touch the wrong buttons. If somebody has fat fingers, yeah. Well, my brain just is like going quickly, It's I open something and I touch the, not that one. So, like, there's my my link tree, and it's got ways you can find me and support me and contact me, But oh, this is maddening. This freaking obscene shooting of this woman in her apartment the other night. Oh my God. I don't know if you've heard about this. This woman called the police for help, and they showed up, and the one guy killed her. She had mental health issues, and he freaking shoots her dead. It's freaking, how many times have we seen this? Poorly trained people, overreacting idiots. I just watched 2 dogs get killed by overeager cops the other day on more YouTube channels. This is... Oh, this cop had 6 police jobs in the last 4 years with 3 different departments. That's a flag, man. That is a freaking flag. Jesus. That's why we need if you want to fight for something in this country, lobby your congressional leaders. We need absolutely, this country needs a national database of police officers, because there are too many bad ones out there. Far too many. And there's no way to keep track of them. Oh my God. Oh, Gingrich, yes, he was. Yeah, he was a. All right, Malcolm. Thank you so much. See you again. Oh, hey, Ginger. So true, Phil. So true. So I don't always talk about the pay issues on these things because it helps everything, you know. Um, yeah. Where's the cat? He's I don't know where he's hiding today. Oh, anyway. Moises, hello. Oh, you were in the service, Ginger? Um, yeah, I mean, think about the difference in police training versus military training. Gripe Glove was in the military. He can talk about it. He was I think he was like a cop in the military. Yeah, I mean the hideous low level amount of training to be an officer in any state is awful. You know, very minimal firearm training typically. Um, unless you go through um, a a really good academy, you know, for at a city that has a large police academy, then you'll get good training. But if you just want to become a peace officer in Ohio, you don't need a lot of training. And then you can get hired by all these little departments for, you know, because they won't really care. Oh, nice. EOD. Boom, boom. Yep. I worked around on some one base. I worked in buildings with big boom booms. I'd show up some days and they go, oh, nope, 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 nope. No worky today. No worky today. There's 57 missile warheads over there. We're not working today. I peeked in the room and saw all the ground straps across everything. I know enough about things, you know. I blew myself up at age 5. That's another story. So I know enough about explosives to be concerned if I'm around stuff. You know, it's like an idiot holding a gun and waving it around. You know, I will smack you if you do that. I think it would be awesome, Phil. Yeah. Targeted individual program. I think I have. Is that a Homeland Security thing? I think. Yeah. Um, what was I watching the other day? Some TV thing, and they were like, the blue wire or the red wire. Oh, it was a short video. Oh, it's a funny video. Oh, it's a funny video. Can I find it? I shared it with here. I shared it with Dawn. So let me go here, I think I sent it to her. So it'll be easy to find, easier than on going back in my yeah, here it is. It's on YouTube, so you'll like this. You'll want to go look at. I had a filmmaker buddy and Dawn was in a video with him. And he would do these really intense, freaky videos with other people involved. Um, and where is this video? This is on YouTube. Yeah. Um, oh, what's going on here? There we go. Open the app up. There we go. I don't know if I can show this because there's music. Yep, I can't show it because there's music, so I'll just show it to you here. It's called Blow, short film. Michael Wouters. You will like this. So David did a video with Dawn where she was tied up in a chair in a basement, and it was very interesting also. It had you going, you know. This is really good. You'll like that. You will like that. Go look it up. Oh, according to Lenny, yes. Yeah. I came home from kindergarten in 1672 and started playing with fire in the neighbor's yard. Started trying to burn some leaves, probably. They probably wouldn't light, so I went into the garage and got the 5-gallon gas can. Shaky, shaky, shaky over the fire. Boom. You'll like that. You'll like that movie. It's a nice little 4-minute short movie. David made intense movies like that. Oh, he was so good. Unfortunately, fucking cancer got David. Fucking cancer. You'll be able to share that with your some of your mates, Ginger. Yeah, got my first hospital stay with that explosion. Got my first surgery, my only surgery actually. Had to have plastic surgery by Dr. Meany, a famous West Side Cleveland plastic surgeon. You can see the scar here. That's why I keep the mustache. I'm not used to it without the mustache. What did you report? First Amendment auditors. Most of them are hilarious. Some are, I think they're over the top, most of them, but some at least do it kind of politely and decently. But most don't. Most are, you know, just over the top. I mean, I think it's important to challenge freedoms and rights all the time. I do lots of photography in public and video, and it's important to hold your ground. Absolutely important to hold your ground when challenged. There are moments when I have left areas because it just might not be safe for me to continue filming something, and that's all right. You know, there's other battles. Astonished if you were wrong about ordnance wires. So, oh, you said you were Air Force, right? Yeah, I worked on mostly some naval facilities and some other government locations. Yeah, I mean, I've done security my whole life. I've worked on securing events and buildings physically for decades. If you're going to secure something, you're going to do it right. Okay. Um, I've managed to get through security lines at places because I had a camera bag or I looked official. And hey, Meg, and I got closer to be able to take better pictures of stuff. But you know, um,
You then. Zoe has autism and has been nonverbal up until a few months ago. Her mother has noticed that letting her daughter explore, dance, play music, ski, it's all started to help her talk. Her daughter communicates in other ways, Mom says, including lots of hugs. But still, Mom Delphine has never heard her daughter say, I love you. So Mom was astonished when she saw what her daughter had recorded. Just listen.
This is a pine cone. This is the dandelion.
Wow.
This is the younger dandelion. This is the grass. This is the sky. This is the clouds. This is my car. This is my house. And
Wow.
there is my beautiful mom. She's the best mom.
Wow.
I love her so much. And she's the best mom in the whole world.
Wow.
Zoe's mother hearing her daughter say, I love you, for the first time. Tonight telling us, with the help of a simple camera, words came out more easily when she was alone and having fun. And she managed to express in her own way all of the love that...
Wow. That's like a kid hearing for the first time when you watch these videos of kids getting hearing aids or cochlear implants and they hear for the first time, or put glasses on and actually see their parents for the first time. Yeah, it's all inside of here. It's just some people can't get it out. That was pretty cool. Yes. USMC. My friend David, let me see if his movies are still on YouTube. I don't know. It's been so long. Oh my God, it's been so long. If I can find it. It's been so long. If I can remember his channel name. Is this the channel? His channel might have been taken down. I don't know. That's... I should message. Let me message her. I was just talking about David, is his channel still on YouTube? I can't seem to remember it or find it. Oh my God. Oh, come here, phone. Talk to text, and it is his. Especially the short he did with you in the basement. I'd like to share that with someone if it's still out there, or if you have a copy of it, you could send me somehow. Let's see if I can find that. What do you mean? It's the public, Joe. It's no different than your eyes. You know, if you're driving down the street, I could write your license plate down. What's the difference if I took a picture of it? or took a drawing of you standing on a corner or standing in your window even inside your house. There's no difference. What do you want to live in some kind of crazy Soviet police state? Now we got cameras everywhere. What do you mean? You can't go anywhere without being filmed. If you go to some business, you're on a camera. If you drive through a major big city, you're on city cameras. If you drive into New York City in your car, you are absolutely your car and you are on camera. Had softball, but your grandma told me to check if I was on. Talk to my tape. Yeah, I mean, I've walked around and filmed all kinds of stuff in public, and you won't even know I'm doing it. So you should assume almost always when you're out in public that you could be audio or video recorded. You should absolutely assume that anymore in certain spaces. Absolutely. You don't know what's going on, you know, around you. I could have two or like Greg Globe is saying, I could have 2 or 3 cameras on me and you wouldn't know. So yeah, I mean, and most of the video that's being taken of you or pictures is harmless. It's just stored in some computer somewhere, and it's there for their protection or your protection in the future. Look at the flock cameras. If you don't know about flock cameras, go look that company up, FLOCK. They've created a camera system that mostly governments are buying, but also some private corporations like Amazon, FedEx, and these cameras get put at the entrances to your city or all around through the city. And the cameras are tied into a very smart analytical video system that can pull up a license plate. So all of a sudden there's a carjacker. If that license plate gets entered into the camera system, if that car drives past one of those cameras, the police in that city will get an immediate notification. Stolen car. It's mostly for tracking cars and license plates, which are involved in crime. But yeah, I mean, now flock could obviously be abused somehow, like any system, and who gets to use it or has access to that information. But you've got to absolutely, anywhere you go now, you're tracked. If your phone is turned on, you're tracked. Okay, absolutely. Even if there's no SIM card in this thing and it's turned on, it's tracking you. Absolutely tracking you. So if you don't want to be tracked, don't take a modern car anywhere because it's got a computer and maybe a GPS in it and maybe even a cellular connection. Don't take a phone that's turned on. Go get yourself a 66 Dart with a 6-cylinder and, and a burner phone that you keep turned off with the battery unplugged, for emergencies. Then you'll be pretty untrackable and pay in cash. But you need to wear a mask when you go into the gas station because you'll be on camera. What's my phone doing? Somebody's typing me. Oh, that's Dawn trying to get back to me. Wasn't it like Flying Monkey or something like that? I have to go back and look at all the channels I've subscribed to. Oh my God, that could take forever. I'm not even sure if there's a way to search that. And drones, yeah, I mean, we are in a complete surveillance state. It's just how it's all handled. As free, yes, I blew myself up at age 5. I just told that story. So you can go back about 10 minutes or so and you can find it. Yeah, I tried searching and nothing came up. His channel might have been taken down by somebody. 4 for 75, yep. What are we? Let's see. Date. Let me see. If I go into this phone, go to contacts. Let's see here. There he is. I don't have any notes on his YouTube channel. Shoot. Let me see here. Let's see here. Yeah, that's not the right guy. Search. Yeah, it's not going to come up right. Too many Dave Barrys. I thought it was Flying Monkey Pictures, but that didn't come up. Maybe I'd have to go to the Wayback Machine on the internet. That might be able to pull it up. Let's see if he's still got don't get a driver's license. Let me search over here. I wonder if this. Yeah, all his social media might be taken down. Dang it. That's a shame if all his movies are gone. Damn it. He made some brilliant stuff. Oh, sorry. Let me go somewhere else here and look. I just thought of that. That'll tell me something. Let's go here. Let's go here. No. How do I do this? How do we search here? Is this... No. No. I want to search... No. Wait a minute. There we go. Wrong spot. Search. Okay, there's that. Okay. Alright, this may give me his channel again. Oh, there it is. Okay. I had the name wrong. Had the name wrong. There it is. Okay, it looks like it's still here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So let's see if I can find the one that I was talking about. Oh, David made some brilliant shit. Okay, let's go to his... Okay. $136 videos. All right, let me share this with Dawn real quick before I forget. She'll like that. All right, let's go back here. Let's see if I can find that video he did with her. That was one of the best. Let's see here. I can't remember the name of it. Right. Let's see here. I hope it's still here. I worked on like one film with him. I wonder if that's up here still. Just thought of that. Let's see here. I hope it's still here. Let's see here. I'm not recognizing any of these. So if you can... This long ago? Wow. Oh, there's the Cleveland video. That was 15 years ago? Wow. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Oh. Is this the movie? This might be it. I can't remember the name. This might be it. Can't remember. Sorry, I'm getting lost here. My 8 said he wasn't on the internet. Oh, her address came up. Oh yeah, I mean, there's so much on the internet about people. You know, people don't understand. You know, it's. I mean, I just watched a thing that um, showed how a guy got doxxed, and it was so easy how they broke in and got his. They got into his one of his social media accounts, or they got into one of his actual phone account or something, and found the last 4 digits of the credit card number. Because if you look at stuff like that, it always gives the last 4 digits of your credit card number, because you could have multiple credit cards in something like an Uber app or something like that. And they figured out all kinds of stuff, and they screwed this guy huge, because they were able to put all this stuff together and use social engineering to be able to get these answers. to bluff people. Okay, that's not the video I wanted. Damn it. Don't tell me it's not here. Oh, don't tell me it's not here. Can I never think I remember? Or is this it? Maybe this is it. It's been so long. "15 years ago, man." Oh, this is the one with Rachel, I think. Maybe. Man, Delta Airlines, what about a massive meltdown they've had? Holy crap. People stuck for days and days and days. Wow. That's what happens when you have these single points of failure in big systems. Okay, this is not the movie. That's Rachel, right? Yeah, this was filmed in Tremont. Okay, that's not it. Where's the one with Dawn? Dang it. Oh, maybe this is it. Is this it? No, this is a different one. I don't think I ever saw that one. Well, anyway, I'll show you my friend's channel. He's sadly passed away now, a lot of years. This is his channel, Smoking Monkey Pictures, David Barry. Smoking Monkey Pictures. Go check out some of his work, especially his older stuff. Far down the list. He worked with some other very talented people over the decades. But the one with Dawn doesn't seem to be here. Dang it. That was so good. Is this it? Oh, your iPhone wallet. So iPhones are the most sought after phone to be stolen out in public. You can find all kinds of videos with interviewing the thieves who've done this. They will try to get an open iPhone, like sitting next to you at a bar. Your phone is already unlocked. They will grab it and run. And they know immediately what to do. They know how to get right into the into your iCloud account immediately, change your email to their email, and you are immediately locked out of your device, and they have access to everything, man. Everything. I mean, there are ways you can put better protections on this stuff now, but so you should look into that if you have an iPhone. Walter thanks you. Yeah, I've done some of the things he did, but I never made drugs. So yeah, stealing an iPhone and get an open iPhone that's already unlocked, you just immediately go get into the iCloud account, change it, reset it to yours, get the confirmations, That's it. The other person is locked out of their phone. Now you can go through all of their stuff in the phone, through their contacts, through their banking information, everything that's unlocked. You know, you're screwed. You know, the only thing you can do is try to lock your phone up quickly by getting to the internet, but sometimes you'll still get pretty burned. There's all kinds of good um, uh, videos on YouTube showing what the consequences can be. Oh, this is not. Yeah, this is a different one. I forgot about this one at the bowling alley. They filmed this at Dickey's Lanes, I think, on 25th. Oh yeah, this was filmed at Grumpy's. This is the one I helped with. Oh my God, this is awesome. Forgot about that one. This is a really good one. I helped this night. There was a big crew for this one. This was a big, pretty big little production called Till Death. Go look this one up. It's pretty awesome. Some of the people in it are good friends of mine. Others were local actors. This is pretty good. Till Death. I've forgotten that one. Oh man, David. Where's the one with Dawn though? I don't think it's here anymore. I think I tried to look it up once years ago and it wasn't here. Can't remember the name. No, this is an animation one he did. He did a few animation shorts. Dang it, that's a shame that's not here. I could have a copy of it, but who knows where. That's a shame. Messenger. Yeah, I found a few way back in the list that I remember, especially Till Death that was filmed at Grumpy's. But I can't remember the name of the one you were in, and it's not there. I think I remember looking for it years ago and it wasn't there. Where are these emojis I want? Oh, I hate this. DEA has been caught using air tags on people they are tracking. Florida. Oh, I'm sure there are all kinds of stuff like that going on. Sure. You know, and there's other stuff besides air tags, and there's all kinds of different tracking tags on the market for Android and iPhone. Oh, it looks like the 2034 Winter Games for the Olympics are going to go to Salt Lake City. Wow, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Oh yes, you definitely want to. If you're going to use AirTags, you want to disconnect the sound. Yep. Yeah. Stuff like that, will only get smarter, and tags will be harder to pick up unless you have the right way to search for them. So, yeah. Sweepers. Oh, the NFL wants to go to an 18-game season. Money, money, money. That's all it's about, money. Are they auctioning it off?
And other pieces worn by Reggie Jackson, Jason Tatum, Steph Curry, and more. I'm Laura Magarino.
Oh, I mean, another week is millions and millions more money. Yep. You know, it's all about the ad revenue. Individual teams actually make a lot of their money mostly from merchandise and concession sales, not from tickets. And then they make the big money from the marketing, the ad revenue, the TV deals. Yeah, it's big business. It's entertainment. It's not sports. Oh, not really. It is to a degree, but yeah. Yes, you do, Carrie. And I'm glad you got to see it once. Dang it, that's too bad that Dawn's movie's not on here. I can't remember. Damn it. I think everything after like 11, 12 years ago was when he was back in Kansas City. So that's all the newer stuff he made before he passed away. Shoot. It's a shame that's not on here. Damn it. Let's see here. Go here. There's nothing else there. I wonder if I go back to here. Let's see, go here. I'm in a bad wrong place again. Go here again. Oh, gotta go back here. Go back here. Go back down here. Go here. Spell the word right. That's not right. There it is. Go here. Let's go. Let's see, can we look at photos? Videos. If I go to video, I wonder if something could be hiding here. No. Just short, little weird stuff here. No. No, that's back when he was probably in Kansas City. Oh, dang it. It's a shame. I can't find it. It was so intense. Dang it. Till death. Can't remember the name of it, damn it. Till Death is so well done. That was fun. How many videos are here? 41 videos. No, this is nothing. David. All right, yes, I need to go do something functional. I've been procrastinating. All right. Well, at least I found David's stuff again, some of it. Friends, hello. Not too late to do anything. It's still daylight. What do you mean? It's raining. Drizzled. Rained a little here today. It was hot today. Got up to 85. Sunlight's coming back out now. All right, maybe I'll cut my hair. All right, I'm gonna hang up. I've been here way too long. Holy crap! Look at that. Way too long. All right, everyone. Be nice. Be kind. Check your smoke alarms. Thanks for coming out. Out.